Welcome, adventurers and misfits, to a tale as wild as a pack of wolves, as fiery as a dragon's breath, and as unpredictable as a deck of many things. I'm your storyteller, and we've got a party of heroes that's bound to keep you on the edge of your seat. First up, we've got the one, the only, Bitch Slap, the half-orc barbarian who's been raised by wolves and is played by the fearless Katie. She's got a love for nature and a penchant for collecting the most unusual pets you've ever seen. Don't let her rough exterior fool you. She's got a heart as wild as the beasts she calls family. Now enter Jacob as Balar, the Circle of the Moon human druid, also raised by wolves, but a completely different pack, mind you. He's a shape-shifting wonder who's made some rather interesting pacts with ancient entities. Druid by day and a warlock by night, he's a magical enigma that keeps the group guessing. Meet Aram, the unofficial dad of the group, portrayed by Mike. A Remilion Cianode, or Aram for short, is a high elf sorcerer with golden draconic roots. He's got a fiery passion for magic and an even stronger desire to stay alive in this chaotic world. With spells and charisma to spare, he's the spark that keeps the party blazing. But wait, there's more! Cal is playing the ever-charming Genevieve, everyone's favorite half-elf rogue assassin, best friend to Bitslap, and master of memorable phrases such as, "It's not murder unless I say it is," and "It's not stealing if they're dead." Genevieve is a whirlwind of intrigue and danger. Next in our motley crew is Bear, playing Lebolo Tealstring, a half-elf bard of a non-sexual nature who can turn any situation into a delightful tune. Whether he's transforming wounded allies into mighty beasts or making music out of the direst of circumstances, Lebolo knows how to keep the party dancing. Now, and last but not least, we have Pam playing Nina, a tiefling fighter on a quest to find her long-lost cousin Sylvia. Armed with the enigmatic crystal blade of the aboleth, her body now glistens with a thin coat of mucus, and she's even sprouted tentacles from time to time that even Senpai would notice. Nina is a crossbow expert with a mysterious past and a destiny yet to unfold. So, my dear viewers, fasten your seatbelts and prepare for a roller coaster of a journey filled with unexpected twists, bizarre pets, and a sprinkle of tentacled intrigue. Welcome to our realm of chaos, camaraderie, and critical hits, where the only thing you can predict is the unpredictable. Okay, well, that was fun. So welcome. It's Wednesday night. I got a case of Wednesdays, so I think we should play some Dungeons & Dragons. Hump day! Oh. Cal will be here in a little bit. I know Pam's out another week. We left off with you guys having done a little bit of battles here and there with some creatures and unidentified creatures. We're kind of getting down to the nitty-gritty end of it, I believe. I can go ahead and swoop in, and we are at the top of the round there, so let's just get right into it. We got a unidentified creature here standing next to Madam Slap. I think he will multi-attack one time with a claw, which misses. Let me get Sirenscape going as well. Here we go. There you go, guys. Should work now. He misses with his claw, and he comes around to try to bite you as well. Oh. No money. It didn't make any noise.
Hey, Bear, you logged into Fantasy Grounds?
I don't have a tune available. I think DM has to release it back to
I got you.
It made noise for me when you open Sirenscape. You just have to leave the web page open for like a minute, and it'll start doing it then.
Yeah, it's. I got it right here. It's open. Okay. Did you guys hear the wah 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 wah?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a nat 1. So, Bitch Slap, you get an attack opportunity on the unidentified creature.
Cool.
You hit him.
I sure did.
'Tis true, my lord.
Not bad.
Okay, that's the end of his turn, and then it's actually your turn, the bowler. Excuse me.
All right. As I ease back in my body, I'm gonna do what I like to do: shoot arrows. Wait, what was my last weapon held when you guys played?
Longbow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Arrows
restrung it
and
for you, I believe, didn't you?
Yep.
Nice. Wait. Oh no. That's the new ARAM token. It's like vampires. It's a hit.
He does kind of look like a vampire. Like super white and big old ears.
Wait, what? Oh no, I hit, but I didn't do damage. Gotcha. Hold on.
Yeah.
Getting
back in the
into my
swing.
brain here.
Getting back in the swing
Yes,
of things.
sir.
Anything after 40 is tough. I'm just putting it out there.
Right. Let's see. Okay, so that did do some damage. I got one more attack left. Long move. Don't know why I'm trying to draw the attention of the unidentified creature, but I am going to. Let's see. Trees allow for cover, correct?
Potentially. I mean, if you're behind him.
All right, I'm going to get behind this tree using 30 feet of movement, 35 feet of movement.
Everything was really worried about bitch slap. Just as a heads up.
Who was?
All the enemies.
Oh, yeah. There.
Oh. All right.
All right. Cianode, what do you got?
A whole lot of cantrips, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Cantrips do what they got to do when they got to do it.
Yeah.
So much quieter without
Not
the,
when they miss.
the generator on.
Yeah,
don't miss.
so that'll be the end of that turn.
All right.
I don't. Well, I might take a few steps back just to get a little distance in there. I don't really need to be up close anymore.
Okay.
You gotta pull
And-
Katie back in.
Oh, my goodness. I don't understand why you guys have such issues with it.
We like to make things
It
difficult
just
for
doesn't
you.
make sense because nobody else has the issues on the other night. All right. Anywho, it is your turn, bitch slap. Can you hit the arrows down when your turn's over, Mike? Just so you remember.
Yeah.
I did it.
Here's your healing spirit for the round, Katie.
Thank you. Keep hitting unidentified creature.
Oh, yeah. So, Lobolo, real quick. So, heads up. There's a little 3-armed troll. What is it? Like ghost?
It's
in between.
like a spectral being, but it looks like a little version of the 3-armed troll, standing between Bitch Slap's legs, and that's my hearing spirit spell. So every time she starts her turn, or anybody who starts their turn in that square, will heal 1d6.
Thought it was 2d6.
Did I upcast it? I don't remember.
I thought you said it was 2d6.
Okay. Yeah, I must have upcast it. Then I'll go back and...
I thought that's what you said. I mean, I'm remembering a week ago as well. So, baby Zarla Finkel, thusly named by my fan base, he's going to just kind of disappear. Nina's body is mostly put back together at this point. Wraith 16 knows for a fact that this goblin should be dead. And the goblin did not agree at all. Balar. Really not that much left.
Not really. Keep it simple. And I'll just toss out an Eldritch Blast at the Wraith. And miss. And that's my turn.
You only get one?
Yeah.
Alright, well. Zenevieve. Bold and...
Genevieve was working on the Wraith, wasn't she? 'Cause
Yeah, she was-
She said
she
something
was-
about disliking them.
Popping in and popping out to get all the extra damage. And Just hitting whatever she could.
She takes it the F out with a well-placed shot from her Corpse Slayer crossbow. She is going to like that, and then she'll bonus action to hide where she be, as is her way.
Yeah.
She's going to have to move a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't you say she had to move?
She did. I moved her up. Didn't do a great
Okay.
job. She stepped on a twig, but she moved. Butt Goblin 28 knows that it's his turn. He's going with Scimitar, bitch slap in the butt. He hits her right in the booty. Take that, the booty, he says in Goblinese. Yeah, 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 yeah! Unidentified creature is up next. He takes stock of his surroundings, as is the way. Realizes it's him versus the goblin. He casts a spell. And that spell is going to have to be Greater Invisibility.
Son of a bitch.
And he is going to walk away. We don't know where he is. He's not necessarily even where I put him, but he definitely is not there. I believe you get a disadvantage attack on him as he leaves. Katie, for bitch slap.
Okay. Pressing things.
Okay. And then it's going to be Lobolo's turn, so. Prepare yourself, knave.
Right? The slapping begin. Let's see. Okay. Run out of the bush here and do as I do. Okay. Go to Goblin.
Oh, I lost Mike, too.
Mike's
Hey,
back.
Ram's
He's
back.
back.
I know. I just don't understand how come your guys' always kicks you off.
If you're using Chrome, Chrome has an update on it, and that's part of the reason why my stuff's so glitchy. Is like in order to run, I've had to shut off a bunch of stuff because it keeps overcapping the RAM, and then Chrome keeps dying because it needs to be updated.
Interesting.
Right? That one. I don't know how close that is. Stand by.
I didn't hate
This
Trunks,
is
Eric. I
check.
just didn't set it up yet. Not saying that it's going to
Thank
happen. But
Hey, DM, can you scoot me 35 so I can see what my distance is on this fellow?
you got it.
Thank you.
Well, you can't
Oh,
see
I
him.
know it.
He's got greater invisibility on, so he is invisible. He's
Oh.
not even necessarily where I put him. I just
Okay,
definitely
well, you can mark him on invisible, right?
he is invisible
I can see him for some reason. But
because it's
Alright.
not. I didn't make him invisible like on there. I guess there you go. You feel better?
there you go. See?
But like
oh, no,
you-
hey,
You must prefer not to see him. I get it.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, you're
I
right.
don't know
I
anything.
can make him invisible. You're right. I did.
I don't know anything. Leave me alone.
You got it. You got it covered.
Okay, I'm going to Greater Inspire, who, let's see, Balar's really toughed it out here. I'm going to Greater Inspire Balar.
What's a greater inspire do?
Oh, I'm sorry, Bardic Inspiration. My bad.
I never heard of it. I was like, what is he talking about? Is that a thing? I was like, wow.
Not only am I going to sing, I'm going to sing beautifully. You are pretty, you are pretty. Oh.
I was like, dang, I've really
Alright.
been sleeping on bards. I didn't know they had greater inspiration.
And I'm just going to use the rest of my 5 just because it's there.
Okay. And we're officially out of combat.
Oh.
Over the next 12 seconds, as long as Bitch Slap doesn't move, she would have gotten the last 2 bits of that healing spirit.
Right on.
Roll disappears.
Story of my life.
The troll? Oh, is that what? That's your aspect you made it be?
Yeah, for her sake, I had it be the image of the 3-armed troll that she keeps disappearing to go hunt for.
That's too funny. Okay, so you guys are standing in the clearing, surrounded by lots of undead bodies. The goblins all start to pop out of existence, like the round after they've fallen.
I'm
And
tired.
Well,
Can we go rest?
Nina
I have
lays
to deal
there,
with-
covered in mucus, and 100% still dead, but her body is now stitched together by what appears to be some sort of embryo or membrane.
Don't you have a resurrect spell there, bub?
Yeah, but it needs to be used within a minute of when the person dies. So that was no good 11 rounds ago. Out of character.
Okay, well, can we collect her body and get to the carts and just get the fuck out of here?
Oh, hey guys, there's in the woods that lich rock. Just wanted to let you know, I saw it. It's up there. I didn't touch it.
Is Georgie still here, Dane? I don't.
He's invisible right now, but Georgie's around somewhere.
Well, you said last week that I can see him no matter what. Everybody else could only see him like when he pops off a spell or something.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, everybody else can only see him sometimes. You're right, you can see him. He's at your kneecap when you start to look around for him. You look all over the field and don't see him. And then you look and you're like, oh, you're literally at my side, basically clutching my leg like an infant.
Okay. And the new growth in my abdomen, is that actively growing, or do I just kind of feel it there? Like, is it something I need to take care of now? No,
it hurts and it's pressed against your scale nail, and it hurts against your the scar from the first one.
Looks like Lobolo's having some power issues. He'll be back shortly.
Well, I gotta deal with this Georgie thing, so I'm gonna kneel down and look at him and go, I thought the deal was you were gonna go in the book.
I'm in the book.
But you're not, you're standing in front of me.
So? Why are they mutually exclusive, human? Stupid humans. Thank you for light, sunlight. Would you like some candy? And he holds up what appears to be a finger.
No, I'm good. I just had plenty.
And we just see Ballard talking to himself, apparently?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, he's over there just
Do I see them seeing me talk to myself?
You tell me.
I'm watching you. I'm not saying anything, because that's fine. You do you.
Ballard, buddy, are you okay there, bud?
21 perception, I think I see him. Telepathically, I'll reach out to everybody and be like, I'm good. Just give me a minute. And I'll explain. I gotta deal with something here.
Okay.
And seconding to Xenovi directly for, hey, can I borrow your dagger again? Can you bring it over to me?
Bitch Slap, would you mind giving me a hand with Nina? And let's get her to the cart and get the fuck out of here. I don't know what Ballard's doing, but I don't want to stay here. I want to go. I wanted to go before the shit went down. I want to go.
Let's haul somebody.
Thank you.
Alright.
So what's the deal?
Background noise check.
It does sound better.
Much better.
Oh, good.
It's still there, but it's not nearly as loud.
Groovy.
So, me and Bitch Slap are gonna work on getting Nina out of here and to the carts, and hopefully Xenovi will lead us to wherever she took them.
After she hands me a dagger.
She'll pop over. She'll hand you a regular dagger, and then she's gonna start going over. She's like, "You guys start saying, hey, will you help us get these to the cart?" She looks up and she's leaning over a couple of the bodies that she's busy searching.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
She says, "Oh, they're just over there, just around those bushes and trees there. I didn't go far enough
I
to
don't
not
think
get attacked, but
I think you're not going to find much. It was all undead.
you never know what an undead person has, and it's not stealing if they're already dead."
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
I will participate in searching corpses.
Okay, that's an investigation check. How long are you guys going to be searching around? Hang on one second.
So out of character, I'm open to recommendations on dealing with this little gremlin-looking dude.
Seems
Out of
helpful.
out of character, you put yourself in a world of shit.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll deal with it.
Gets so wasted, it becomes very uncomfortable for it to live inside of you.
I mean, I could give two shits that the one is there and following me around, but if they're gonna keep growing out of me, I've got a problem. Like, I'm basically gonna need a colostomy bag for demons at that point.
But can it hold a sword?
So you guys can hear me, right? I'm back on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't know when I'm mute. Okay, so you guys are all doing your thing. You've got your weapon, your dagger out from her. You rolled investigation of 17. It's just mostly gummy, snappy, undead bodies that you're digging through over there, Lavolo. Don't find anything too crazy. Okay. So, and then you guys are all hanging around. You guys eventually get her body over to the carts. The cart, she lays her in the cart, and you could tell there's like a strange membrane keeping her limbs together, and where she's been ripped apart. And she doesn't appear to be breathing, but like her body is pulling itself back together. She has not released the sword; it's still in her hand as you drag her body back. What else you guys got going on? I know Jacob, you were gonna do something. Were you gonna cut another one out?
Not yet. I talking to Georgie, trying to figure out what's going on, why he didn't hold up his end of the deal, and
I did.
But you're not in the book.
I'm in the book.
How are you in the book if you're standing in front of me?
Have you read the whole book?
Have you read the whole book?
No, but I'm in it.
Which book did I put him in?
The Book of the Dead.
Book of the Dead.
That's right. Filled with instructions how to raise undead and communicate with spirits of the dead.
Ooh, okay. See? Even on the cover.
I think that'd be on the back. So what's the deal with this? And I'll kind of pull my armor to the side so he can see the other mass growing. This wasn't part of the deal.
I don't know what you mean. You said get in the book. I'm in the book.
I said I'd bring you with, and this is how you came, and now there's something else. So this wasn't part of the deal. You need to fix it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
candy?
Then the deal's,
you want some candy?
The deal is void, and you're gonna have to go back to where you came from if you don't help me right your end of the wrong.
Nope. He appears.
He what?
He materializes in front of you so that anybody else that sees you're talking to a little imp.
I think the majority of us,
I think everybody
and Labolo are digging through bodies.
Okay, well, yeah, they're busy. Everybody's busy, so maybe they don't see him. But he stands in front of you, or the little strange little fairy dude, stands in front of you and crosses his arms and grins up at you with like little jagged teeth. I'm staying. Now that I'm here, I'm never going to leave again. 6,000 years was too long. Sunshine, sunshine. He does a little dance.
Can I insight check what he's been saying to see if he's actually attached to the book and if he knows anything about the ab?
100.
New mass. 17.
He definitely seems to believe that he is in the book. And you're not sure about your new baby. You're not sure how he feels about that. He didn't respond at all. He said, "Nope." And he held the finger up to you at that point, and you're like, "Okay." And you're like holding your baby belly. You're like, "I'm not sure what to do here."
Could be good foods. You have food in your belly? It's poking out, or you're pregnant. You're pregnant now. That's cute. I like babies. They taste good on jelly.
Pregnant, so that's not a thing.
What? Humans are weird.
Dude, just go back into the book for right now and talk to me tonight. We gotta get away from here.
I'm in the book. You want to give me a shoulder ride? You're taller than I am. I've been locked away long enough. I'm home now. I'm home here. In the sun plane.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with nondescript answers. I'm just gonna get up and start walking towards the cart.
Wait!
He jumps up about 5 feet and then starts flying with little wings that pop out his back. He floats about 20 feet above you and just kind of follows. And you can look back and see his like semi-translucent self above you, and the rest of you won't see him.
I'm just gonna ignore him until I'm not fucked up.
Okay.
And I've had a chance to talk to everybody.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's not hurting you. I mean, if anything, he's attacked your enemies.
Exactly. I'll deal with it for now.
And your belly is sore, and it's pressing against the mail, your split mail or your scale mail. But I mean, it's up to you if you want to cut another one out or if you want to wait to go to full term.
Can I do like a medicine or a survival check or something to see if there's actually something there, or if it's just like internal hemorrhaging from the first time?
Yeah, go for it. Medicine.
I'll use that bardic inspiration on that before it wears off.
Good idea. That was definitely on the way out.
17.
It doesn't feel like there's anything hard in there. It does feel a little gooier. When he was inside you, it was like a lot harder, much more painful. This is still a little uncomfortable, but it's not as sharp. When you push on it, it feels almost like a bag full of jelly or something.
Okay.
It's like a third tit.
All right, and how does the skin look like around the incision? Does it look like it's festering?
Yeah, it's definitely looks a little, blackened.
All right. I'll just go to the cart for right this moment so we can get on the way.
So are we gonna have to put "et" on the end of your name, Balar et?
No.
Ballerina.
It's 2023. Guys can have kids too, okay?
Not about the kids.
This is circa 800. Okay.
It's about the tit. You know?
It's like a belly tit, though.
Well, I mean,
I like to think of it more like the Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where the dude opens his shirt and the little.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's kind of.
I was
open your mind to me, Quaid.
I was thinking about moving the mass up towards the center of your chest a little bit, and same movie, just different character.
Right. We've definitely got to go find Quattro for sure. Quattro, whatever his name was. Anyway, I may or may not have seen Total Recall one too many times. But yeah, so you guys are chilling, and then you guys head over. You guys finish searching the bodies. They really didn't have much of shit on the undead bodies, and the goblins had disappeared. So that being said, you guys head over to the cart, hop in, and start heading off to where are you going? Jubilee?
Hey, we got another party member.
Oh, too bad she just died. It's not my fault. I always kill people who aren't here. It's the first rule of enjoyment. Bye, honey. I love you too.
Yeah. Hey, at least you died to Balar Et's third tit, right?
Much better. All right, baby, I love you.
We are on our way to Jubilee from here.
Oh wait, Cal, I just put her in and she didn't come. Hold on. Hold the phone. You were on your way to Jubilee, right?
Yeah, that's where we're headed to.
Try saying something, Cal.
Say something, Cal.
Hi.
Okay, I can hear you. That's all I needed to know.
Fantastic.
You have arrived. Did you beat your landlord up? Now you're good?
Not yet.
Okay.
She stopped responding to us.
That makes sense.
Oh.
All right, so you guys are on the road again. Boop, boop, boo. So you guys are on the road. You're heading to Jubilee from Summerside. You guys got stopped here because Mike got curious about rocks. Is that right? I think he likes to find rocks. That's not what happened. Okay, cool. Well, I just didn't think you made the same mistake twice, you know. That being said, yeah, that's Velos is the elf name. Velos is total recall. Not much going on. The road itself is pretty boring. There are a few stragglers, other wagons and carts that travel along the road as well. Mostly farmers and people from the outlying areas around Summerside. Looks like they're heading in to bring crop into the city for, sales and things. But as far as, danger and things going, it's pretty easy going for that first day. After this initial battle that was pretty hard fought and hard won. And Nina still lays there 100% dead, but she is also 100% back together with just a thin, almost greenish yellow line connecting all of her different pieces. If you think like the Japanese vases or vases, when they break and they put them back together with gold, think that except with mucus lines. I can't remember what that's called, but it's a neat idea.
I mean, Bilar, you seem to have a hand in the undead. Is she just a sleeping beauty and you need to kiss her or something, or what?
I mean, this doesn't look unnatural. This looks like a metamorphosis. Like you'd see the worms cocoon up before they turn into butterflies and shit.
Okay.
The chrysalis?
Yeah, chrysalis. There you go.
I mean, she's not exactly on fire, so she's not exactly in my realm of magic at the moment. So, I mean,
honestly, it was an artifact that caused it, so this is beyond me, but that's what it looks like to me. Dane, while we're traveling, I would like to keep an eye out for herbs and such along the way that I can utilize with my herbalism kit proficiency to create some semblance of
poultice
for the fucking gash on my abdomen now.
Okay, so some sort of healing balm or poultice.
Yeah, like an anti-infection kind of keep it from stomach. And I'm also going to use that dagger to kind of relieve the pressure periodically without fully slicing myself open again.
So you poke it a little bit, but don't slice it?
Yeah, just making, popping a zit.
Sure.
You'd make
so you do that and the darkest color of blood that you can imagine comes out in a glob. Like a pretty good, a fist-sized glob of black ichor or nasty coagulated blood that's been sitting in your stomach for some time. Kind of weasels its way out like a slime that is going down the stairs like a what were those things called? The slinky. Yeah, think like a glob of black ichorous blood slinky and out your belly and flobbling on down.
Do anything after it comes out, or is it just pool?
It splats and then it kind of gurbles on the ground for a second and then dissipates.
Okay, I just make sure to not do it in part.
Can't we just swing by the local wall market at Jubilee and find you some necrotic sporin?
That's the plan.
I do love a good necrotic sporin.
When we get there.
But you guys do manage to get through that first day unharmed after the fact, so you guys can go ahead and reap the benefits of a total rest if you'd like to.
Oh, how nice.
Sounds nice.
Yes.
Everyone besides Nina. Here we go, Nina. Bye. Awesome, and that means didn't you guys level up recently though?
No.
No.
Pretty recently. It's only been
like,
what, 10 weeks?
It's been like 2 months since we leveled up.
Is 2 months a long time? I feel like we only play once a week. That's not that long.
When we landed, not at the city, when we landed at the beach and fought the giant crab, I think was the last time we leveled up.
Okay. Just deciding if you need the 10th level for Jubilee or not. What do you think, Cal?
I'm here for leveling up always.
You think that we should level up?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I'm gonna put it out there. We that fight was damn near harder than the fucking rats.
tell you what. Let's argue
Those
about it
rats
for a little
were
bit.
hard.
There's 5 of you. Bear, you're the outside. You're gonna be the ref. The other 2, it'll be, let's do Cal, you and Mike, and Katie, you and Balar, and I want you guys to argue the opposite sides. Balar and Katie argue the. Wait, what did I say? Did I say Balar and Katie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Cal and Mike. So Cal and Mike argue against leveling. Balar and Katie argue for leveling. And Bear, you get to be the deciding factor based on my approval as well.
Is this like in character?
Yeah, in character / just in your own character as yourself.
I just gave birth to a fucking demon. I think I've got some experience here.
I've been dead a lot.
You get more experience being dead.
I don't. Everybody else gets shit happening to them. I just get dead.
I mean, people give birth all the time. I don't think that's necessarily a reason to get experience there, bro.
It's a different kind of experience, I'd say.
Yeah, right. There you go. Uh-huh.
But it's one thing if you fuck a demon and give birth to a demon. I didn't get the pleasure of getting fucked. I just had to go through childbirth.
See, and it's those.
Oh, you got fucked.
You did not get
the way
full...
you paid for it.
No, the fucking is coming. It hasn't happened yet.
But see, that's the thing, is you did not get the experience of the fuck. So why should you have experience?
Not gonna be very good.
I will also say, unlike the rest of you, I did not die because I am not a noob. And I don't.
So everybody should level up except for Xenobie then.
Damn.
That's my counter to that one.
I want us to level up, I promise.
I've been assigned a task, you know?
I mean, if I really got to argue against, if Xenobie can't, then nobody should, because we should all be leveling up together.
I agree.
I don't know, if we're doing milestone, I feel like each individual person would hit a milestone that allows them to level
So
up.
then,
if Xenobie didn't do anything, then
no, I
didn't
feel
hit a
like
milestone.
in that case, since I was alive actually killing things, I hit more milestones.
I don't know. I think there was like 2 weeks worth of sessions for that last fight where you were off with the horses.
I was off with the horses
So
for a while.
so here's the deal. Everybody will level up except for Xenobie, and she can just gain proficiency in animal handling. Problem solved. You get leveled up for what you did.
I've been given this task.
Dane's really taking my words seriously.
I know, she really took it to
like,
heart.
That makes sense.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, Greeny in chat says that you guys should level up.
But how many rounds did you spend arguing with your little friend?
Demon guy.
Yeah, that should not count towards your experience level, because you spent the whole time with your guts spread across the map.
So everyone should level up
talking to some guy in your head. There you go.
I would like to point out that I struck a deal pretty damn quick with that thing. The power that be took his sweet time, me actually getting back to the material plane. Which, who am I to judge the Almighty's word? But that's out of my hands. I did my job as expediently as possible.
Well, if memory serves me correctly, I think the powers to be put a offer on the plate as soon as you got there, and you decided not to take it. You could have been out of there a lot faster.
Let me counter with this. If we level up, I can wild shape into flying shit. We can start flying on the back of a giant eagle from city to city instead of walking on carts.
Are you sure you're arguing for leveling up?
Oh, definitely am.
Oh, not to me, just to them. I got it. What do you think, Bear? You've heard both sides.
I have yet to hear from a bitch slap.
That's true.
I mean, in good faith, I can't argue for it. I would really like to kill that guy to be able to level up. So, you guys did great. You deserve it.
But
that's what I got.
Counting people here. 1, 2. It's just kind of a point. 2, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, I say 2 versus 2. Whoever can toss baby Zarlalafakhinkle out, or is that a healing thing?
Whoever can punt.
No, that's Georgie. Zarlafinkle is Georgie.
Whoever can punt Georgie the farthest wins.
No, everybody wrestles, and if whatever team throws him out of the ring first, I'm down for leveling up.
Well, the problem with that is the only one who can see him is Valar. So Valar would be the only one who could do that.
Which means we're leveling up. I'm okay with this competition.
How far can you exactly kick him when he's attached to you, though? Can you actually kick him out of a ring? Because,
I don't know. He's also attached to me, so I'm not going to piss him off.
Is he still currently covered in blood? Because if he's still currently covered in blood...
Okay.
Maybe we can see him.
You asked me to argue against it. I've done my best, but I can't argue against this anymore. I'm just saying.
You guys did such a good job arguing. I'm
just gonna have to.
I'm gonna have to slide over to the chat and see what the chat says. So far, Greenie's for it.
And we do whatever Greenie tells us to do.
That's a good point. Greenie does have say in things.
That seems like the
no one else has really spoken up. I mean, I haven't heard from Twisted Taboo yet. So
Twisted Taboo said it was pretty hard. So
quote unquote.
Right. I think he agrees. It was pretty hard. We should get it.
He's definitely an upstanding citizen of a realm.
And he doesn't want Willie to die, so he's definitely voting for us.
That's no cross-contamination play allowed, okay? No. What if everybody can level up, but they have to take something besides what they've already started as?
Oh, we have to multi-class?
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. That'd be really super
technically
bitchy of me.
I started as a druid, so I'd just take another level in Warlock.
Yeah, Jake's the only one that wouldn't hate me for that. That's exactly what I was going to do anyway, dumbass.
Let the dice decide. Plus 10 multi-class, below 10. Pick your own. Freaking do as you do.
Maybe we should roll the die to see which class we end up taking.
That's funny.
Assign each one a number. You roll a 10. You have to take a level in wizard.
No, that's very, very dangerous here, guys. No.
I am inclined to go ahead and listen to Greenie since Greenie has spoken. So let's go ahead and do it. What's the worst that can happen? Greenie has a good point.
Thank you, Greenie.
Thank you, Greenie.
Our impartial judge was not impartial, and the arguing against was not arguing against enough. So at the end of the day, I think I was just whittled down. It just took time, and I was whittled down. Does everybody remember how to do it? It's been that long, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I know Balar does.
It's different now.
If you, it looks the same. It's just different colors. If you open your sheet and then go to classes under the character tab at the bottom, and I'm doing it on the stream currently, so. And I'm doing it. I have Lobolo open, but I'm not going to do it for him. So then you would just select the one that says, your class that you're dragging, and you'll drag the little red dragon box over and just drop it on top of your class.
The one that says level up advanced 5e.
What?
In case you have 10 bards.
Oh, hey, I did it. Can't be that hard.
One of mine that says level up and then advanced 5e. And so that's
yeah, there's the class level upper too. You can try and use that. I can't advise you on it though, because I always just drag it over and drop it from the classes tab.
All right, well, there's multiple ones, and that's why I'm asking, because there's also 5e.
Just do the one that says Player's Handbook.
Oh, Player's Handbook, gotcha. Okay. Because I know the player up, if you don't have it activated in the thing, it kind of messes with you.
Yeah.
So.
That is
Alright,
correct.
That's nice.
I did put one-click druid back on. I'm hoping it works now. Let's see, Aram's done. Lobolo's done. Xenovia's done.
I still gotta get my spells.
Yeah,
but-
make sure that you make sure you look in the chat before I erase it later, because when you put the level on, it'll tell you all the stuff you're supposed to be getting updated with. So make sure that you have all those. They'll all be on your sheet. Just make sure that if there's a function to it, that we make sure the function is correct. Because, for instance, if your spell's cast at a higher level, or if you get something this, that, or the other.
If it says ability score improvement, that means I can do ability score or a feat, right?
Right, you'd get 2 points towards ability scores, or you could get a feat.
Anybody recall how to open up the spell table?
What do you mean?
The spell table meaning how many slots you get. And
Oh, it's just
it's
on your sheet. If you go to actions.
Oh no, there's a thing.
No.
There's a thing you could open up.
It's under
Sorry, go ahead.
classes.
Yeah,
If you go to classes and click on Bard,
Yeah.
and you just scroll down, it's right there,
Yeah.
and it's also on the
There
stream.
it is. Beautiful.
So like you should be getting a D10 for Bardic Inspiration, so you have to change your inspirations to a D10. And you get magical expertise and magical secrets. So expertise is cool because it gives you like a bunch of shit. Let's see, expertise is going to give you Kelly or Bear. You choose at 3rd level, choose 2 of your skill proficiencies, and you double the bonus for those.
Uh-oh. Say again. Go again
You
on
just
it.
choose 2 when you go to your skills tab. You're just going to choose 2 of those, and then if you look at deception, I just clicked on it because you're double proficiency.
Right.
But you're just one-time proficient. Just click on the one that you want to expertise with.
Cool. And then you said do 2 on them, yeah?
You get 2 of them, yep.
Ooh, sweet. I'm gonna go with deception.
Okay. The plan has been planned.
Nice. New stuff. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
How's everybody else doing? Is everybody else leveling up okay?
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna take a minute to do mine because I get a new spell that I don't have picked out, and I get a feat this level. So
Okay.
just gonna take a minute to pick them out is all.
Are you taking a feat,
Yeah.
Senna?
Yeah.
Which one?
It's probably going to be sharpshooter, but I'm reading through a couple just to make sure.
Mobility would be good for you too,
That was the other one I was looking at.
or mobile, or alert.
The alert was the other one I was looking at.
Well, that +5 to initiative gives you that assassination feature on your first attack.
Yeah.
So much more often. And really, for crossbow expert, you could be using a hand crossbow and a sword, or like a knife or something.
That is true.
Because
I gotta
right
get
now
me a hand crossbow.
you have one.
I do? When did I get one?
I don't know, one of the bodies a while back. I gave both of you one because you both had crossbow expert. It's on your sheet.
I'll take it. Okay.
Get a ton of shit on your sheet.
I don't know how I didn't notice that, but I'll take it.
Right. Well, it looks like you guys have made Greenie happy. The yay stuffs is in the chat, so Greenie is pleased. I know that's the ultimate goal, is to please the Greenie. And to, make your like breath better if you're a dog, right? That's what Greenies are good for. So you guys will be doing all your level. Go ahead and just get all that stuff done. You guys travel the rest of the way to Jubilee, and I'm going to give you one chance to not be murder-fied on the way. So one of you roll over a 10 on a d20. Just one of you. More than one of you roll, you get attacked.
Not me.
Ooh.
Those goes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's over 10. All right, you guys make it to Jubilee unscathed. Jubilee is a large city. It is think much more similar to like Agrabah from Aladdin than it is to Summerside, which is much more spread out and more westernized, you know. But you guys get there, and they allow you in pretty easily. There's a steady flow of travelers coming along the road, joining up from other places and things. And you guys are in a cart, and you're able to skirt right past the main guard without any true trouble. And you arrive. Hooray, right?
Hooray.
I wonder if I have Jubilee in here. I should probably have thought about that. I don't. I shall get it. Please hold. Somebody doing their nails?
Yeah.
I totally heard it. I was like, oh, I hate nails.
I'm trying to keep myself from biting them. Is what it's happening.
That's a good way to go about it. I mean, that's fine, right? Okay. Oh, there it is.
Stick each finger in your ear and rub it around, and don't wash your hands a lot.
Oh yeah. That's pretty gross. I suppose that probably would not be good.
I think I'll stick with the nail polish that tastes bad.
Oh, is that what you
Same
did?
thing.
Right, it's not different. It's just not the same. Alright, let's go up. Let's go up. Oh, actually, we can go here. And I should hit that and hit this. What? Oh, it's probably because it's an image. I have 3 of them now. Apparently. Alright, well, for now we'll blast it. Put some work in. Boop, boop. Might look familiar. If you watch Sunday's stream, they too are in Jubilee. This city has not changed very much. The biggest difference here, you guys will have to find out for yourselves. But it's an old city surrounded by a man-made moat of some sort. It has, most of it is covered with that. They have some cliffs along the edge that they've also built in, and then there's lots of different roadways that come into the town. Some of them don't actually even go all the way to the town. There's small spatterings of huts and things along the outer edge of the city itself. That expand out up to the moat, past the moat, and beyond. There's farms along the outskirts. You guys are coming from. You'll be coming in from Summerside. You'll be coming in like right here, through that there, which is a huge like slums area. It's just a ton of. Wait, actually, that's by the open air market. It's 9. Where's 9? Right there. It's down there. Okay. Never mind. So yeah, you come in and it's just a ton of living, and it's houses and sandstone built houses just stacked on each other. There are people in the streets, that both rich and poor. There's people being carried around on palanquins. Just kind of an opulent city feel to the place. And there is at least a mild, if not a large, separation between the wealthy and the abstractly poor.
I start asking around for the nearest shower and place to take a rest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then.
Okay, I mean, you'll see a number of, citizens walking around. Describe the person you're looking for to ask this of. The first guard you see, somebody carrying one of the palanquins around, a poor wretch on the side of the road. Like, who are you approaching?
No, totally palanquin guy. Totally a palanquin guy. Person.
Okay. You approach. I mean, they have like covered palanquins, so if you approach, you're gonna like pull it aside or ask one of the carriers.
Ask one of the carriers.
I mean, there's a mark. There's a mark on here for number 5, the Royal Inn and Tavern. That might be a good place to start.
Yeah, but you don't know that. Like, just because you have this map as characters doesn't mean.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was busy reading when you were talking.
That makes sense.
So I wave at the nearest person that just the nearest person that looks like they know where they're going, which would be a person pulling a cart. I presume.
No, sure.
And then I wave them down and I'm excuse me, good sir, excuse me.
The cart doesn't stop. They literally just skid out of your way. They make a notable effort to not stop moving, and you see one of them make a face at you as well. What face do you think you see? What just happened? Why is that?
I ain't stopping for you.
I got the reference. Don't worry.
Is there a guard standing near?
Yeah. So at the entrance to the town, there's always at least 1 or 2 guards standing with spears and shields.
That's usually a good start. I'll just walk up to a guard. Hey, I'm fresh to the town. Is there any chance I can ask you for directions?
Yeah. Good luck with directions in this city.
I just need to know from here which way towards an inn.
Yeah. There's one that way, and he points straight in, and there's one that way, and he points up a bit, and he says there's another one down that way. Stay out of the northeastern district if you value your lives.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Sorry, which district?
Northeastern.
Which one is the closest? You gave me 3 directions. Which one's the closest?
No, the one in the northeastern district's the closest.
Okay, well, I mean...
But, the nicest would be straight ahead past the Capitol building, which you can see there. See that tower?
Uh-huh.
That's probably the only way to navigate the city for outsiders, because the streets are just all cattywampus all the time.
Okay, so head to the tower, and then what? Head west?
Past it.
Past it? Okay, let's do that. Thank you. And I head in that direction.
Okay. So you guys all gonna head with him then? Go ahead and following along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Cart and all, or are you guys gonna dock the cart somewhere? There is a stable on the entrance here where they would take some of that if you wanted.
Yeah, sounds like a game plan. How much would it cost for us to keep our cart and horses here?
How many days?
For now, let's just say 2, because I don't know how long we're going to be here.
2 days would be too old for the whole day each day, and it'll be here when you get back. That's
going to take care of the horses, the mule.
Yeah, 1 gold will cover three animals in the cart.
Okay, I'm going to make it. Let's just make it 5 days even. So
Wait,
5 gold.
Are we stopping here for a reason?
Yeah.
Before moving on?
Yeah. So this was on our way to the spot on the map that
up by
Sylvia
grasp. That's where Sylvia
right.
is.
Right, and this was the town that was along the way. We were supposed to stop and see if there was any signs of them here.
Okay, so we're searching.
Not to mention, there's an inn, which means there's a bed, and I'm sure there's probably a bathhouse somewhere.
Okay,
so, I mean, if you want to go sleep out in the woods with all that gunk on you, that's on you. But
Aram, why would you say that? You know that's what Bitch Slap wants to do.
I know. I'm just giving her the option.
Bitch Slap turns around. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll go back out to the woods then.
See you guys in 5 days.
5 days and 4 nights. All right, so you guys head into the city. Go ahead and whoever's leading you're going to turn the cart in, so you guys can all kind of roll, I guess. Then be survival checks. And the question I have though is, what are we doing with Nina?
Leave her covered with a tarp in the cart.
Can't we put her in the bag?
We don't know if she needs air.
Or will need air.
Yeah.
I mean, I would feel safer if we could keep her with us, but I think it would be kind of odd walking through town with a dead body.
A gently reconstructing body.
It's mostly reconstructed at this point. It's kind of
It's
stitched
also
together.
crystallized though, so or cocooned.
It's more mucusy than crystal, but yeah.
I don't think that makes it much better.
Like when you guys like put her in the cart and you pulled your hands away, it like sticky, stuck substance to you. You're still probably wiping it off and feeling kind of gross by it. All right, but yeah, so that's fine. You're gonna just throw a blanket over her and leave her in the cart for now.
Unless anybody's got a better idea.
Aram doesn't have enough oomph to carry her with him, so I mean,
I suppose you could roll her in a blanket and throw her over a shoulder or something.
We're talking about Aram here.
Not you, or something. But there's really only one person I'm looking at. But that's up to you guys.
Oh, yeah.
God forbid you unroll it and the sticky snottiness that surrounds her just comes apart and like looks like a loom coming off of her, you know?
God, you think that's bad? What happens when the goo decides it wants to start moving her dead body? Then everybody thinks she's a zombie in the middle of town. No.
Zarlafinkel appears flying next to your head, Balar, and says,
"There's so many humans, so many elves and halflings, so many creatures. Where is this? What is this place? So many, and there's structures. I don't remember so many structures, and all of them so many stupid mortals together in one place. Why would you bring me here? This place is smelly. It smells awful."
And the rest of you smell peppermint.
I can't lie. I think it smells great.
Everybody loves Balar now.
Balar, you would notice too that he's chewing on he's still chewing on that finger. He's had it for like a day. It's basically just a gnarled on bone at this point. Or gnawed on. Gnarled on. Gnarly, dude.
Can I sense that smells coming from Balar or his
I mean the
direction?
peppermint's pretty overwhelming when you're near Balar.
Dude, you need to like lay off on the peppermint sticks, bro.
You need to mind your own business.
Your gas is smelling up the place, man.
Does anybody else feel calmer right now? Like I just feel very calm and at ease.
Zarlafinkel says,
"That's the lavender."
Can the rest of us see him, or is it just?
You can with a high enough perception check. He is he's like translucent, not quite invisible, but also not quite here. He's more obfuscated than actually missing. It's like it's hard to look directly at him. It looks kind of a high number. No. Labolo definitely sees something. So you see something, and it looks to akin to like a flying, spiky-eared golem, a little cuter.
If I notice anybody seeing him telepathically, I'll be like, just keep it to yourself. I'll explain everything when we're in our rooms for the night.
Okay.
I just kind of nod my head, sniff, peppermints.
With a perception like that, you'll notice that the peppermint seems to get stronger whenever it farts.
Oh, great. Nice.
It's very gassy, too. I'm just kidding. I made that up.
No, that's great. It works for me.
Peppermint shits, right?
Hey, can't be the worst friend you ever had, right? I mean, at least they don't stink up your bathroom.
That's true, right? It's like a poopery all the time.
Right.
All right, cool. So you guys are here. You guys traveling. Give me who did a survival check? Did anybody do one yet?
What was the survival check for?
To navigate the city streets. The city streets between the traffic, the people, and how often they turn. It's like a labyrinth in this city. The only notable part of the city that helps to draw you in at all is the Capitol Tower building. It's the only one that sits above the skyline that makes navigating, at least to it, somewhat reasonable.
Well, between me and Bitch Slap, we both have the Wanderer ability, so we have an excellent memory for maps, geography. Can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around us. So getting lost isn't really an option there.
It is the first time in. It's the.
Well, no, because you just said we could always see the tower. So if we know where the tower is, we can remember where we've been. Then we won't.
You can get to the tower. I'm just saying. I'm saying even with your memory, because of how many people there are, you might not see every street. You might walk down a street and think there's 2 streets, but then, oh wait, actually I think we should go this way. This was a dead end. You come back and there's 5 streets because it's packed and it's.
Well, with the Wander ability, then would it be survival at advantage?
I'll allow it. I think that's fair.
I'll roll it then. 23.
That's much better. After some backtracking and paddling around the city, you guys eventually do make it to the Capitol building, which appears to be mostly made of marble. It's probably 500-600 feet across. Either way, it's a large stubby tower with a thin tower on top and 7 smaller towers surrounding the center tower, all coming off of the stubby tower's top. So it's like essentially an 8-tower tower, which has 7 of the towers wrapped around the middle tower and a large fat tower beneath all of those. Does it make sense? You can kind of see it on the picture. So if you look at the picture here, there's this one center column tower, and then there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 towers all around it, all on top of a larger base tower that everything, like the mega dome underneath is. Cool. And after a little bit of time and some more looking around, you will eventually come across the inn that you were sent to go to. It is 5 gold a night. It is the Royal Inn and Tavern. It is well made. The rugs are plush. The smells of the food are good. The place is clean. It's been like dusted and wiped down. The drinks are not watered down as much as other places. And the general clientele of the place appear to be more of the riders in the palanquins than the palanquin carriers, themselves. We left her under the blanket, right? That's the final consensus we came to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, goodness. So very tired. Okay, but yeah, so then what now? So you guys go in. There's a human woman. She's maybe in her 50s, slightly graying hair. She seems to be maybe the one running the inn itself right now. She seems busy. There's about 30 people in here altogether between the tables. It's got easily has 30 tables. They're not all full, but it's pretty busy. The bar itself has about 10 people at it. You see about 3 dwarves in the crowd. You haven't seen too many dwarves in the city. You see a half-orc, and you see everybody else appears to be elven, half-elven, or human.
All right. I'm just gonna head up to somebody who looks like they're in charge.
The lady with the gray hair that was running around, doing things.
Yeah, sure. Excuse me, ma'am?
Yes. Are you ready to order? Is there something I can order? Do you need a room? I saw you just came in. You need a shower.
Yes. A room and a shower would be great.
It smells fine over here, but you definitely look like you're dirty. I don't know what trick you have, but perhaps we'll talk later. Yes, let me see. She slaps her hands together, and 2 twin, teenager boys come tromping down from opposite sides of the stairs. There's 2 sets of stairs that come down from either side, and they kind of bumble over awkwardly with their teenage gangliness that they haven't quite learned how big they got overnight. And they kind of clomp over there, say, Michael, Jacob, take these travelers up and show them some rooms. I know. It's weird, but that's who they are, Not to be confusing. Michael and Jacob say, yes, Mom. And they take the 2 ladies over to one side and the 3 gentlemen to the other, and they take you each to individual rooms. Each room has a clawfoot tub in it, has a bed in it, has a small dresser, and a small chest at the foot of the bed, as well as a place to hang things. A few hooks on the wall.
in each room, and they're actually pretty nice. They're they either have down stuffed blankets or fur blankets, depending on which one. What's up, Smacks? Yeah, I feel that. I'll be hanging out with Smacky a little bit later, hopefully. I don't know. Who knows? We had chat about tits tonight, Smacky. You'd be proud. Balar has an extra one on his abdomen.
Well, I've been draining it.
Yeah. He's dropping a little ichor out every once in a while. It's pretty gross. Cool. But you're shown to rooms as soon as you pay up your 5 gold each. You guys will be shown to rooms where you can go and get in. And then Michael and Jacob, the two hands, the ladies' 2 boys, will bring up buckets of hot water that they're pulling from somewhere.
All right.
Not quite as nice as a bathhouse, but at the same time, a bath is a bath is a bath, and you have your own rooms. So what then? So you guys are there. You're in the city. You've managed to secure a place to rest for the day, the evening. Now that you're not traveling, you got the horses and the cart at a stall on the east side of the city, towards the entrance there. Jacob or Balar and Bitchlap have busily been, making the city known to them so they can travel by themselves later without having to find towers and things as best they can. And you're all alive, so that's a thing, except for, Pam. Nina died. That's why she's a portrait. But what next? So I can tell you many things all at once, but only if you ask them. So far you're...
I think we're just here for a day or two to kind of restock, reload, and keep going. I don't think we had any other plans here.
Yes. We're looking for signs of Sylvia.
Right. Mm-hmm. Where do you think Sylvia would go? What kind of things would she be looking for or be into? Where can we find her?
Well, considering that she had a thing for bathhouses.
This is true.
She did. She did like the bathhouses. It is Chinese, by the way, or Goblinese.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Goblinese started happening. So Zarla Finkel, this whole time as you're bathing, is like cringing his nose at you, Balar. He's sitting on the table, like by the bed, and you're like in the tub or whatever getting clean, and he just sits there like crinkling his nose, and it's like,
what are you doing in the water?
I'm just gonna keep ignoring him for right this moment.
I'm
finishing leveling up, I'm gonna ignore him.
Balar, you have a big hole in your belly. What is that from?
Or wait, what's your name? Not Balar. You told him your note. What was your other name you gave him?
Fire Bear.
Fire Bear! Why is there a hole in your belly? You keep letting out the ooze.
Just purge out a little bit more and keep...
Oh, God. So you poke it again, and like another large glob of black Icarus blood that you just push out like a pimple out of your stomach, like bulge that has grown since you gave birth to Zarla Finkel, the strange little goblin fae thing. Cool. All right, that's fine. He's getting frustrated. He's like,
I'm talking to you. You don't answer. Why are you in the bath? What does that do for you? You were supposed to be like me, Jungle Born. Fire!
He like keeps going. It's not annoying to you because you know it's annoying him. So like you're probably enjoying it. You're like, finally.
Just for a quick notation, while I'm enjoying my bath, before I get into the bath, I dig in my bag and find my complimentary rubber ducky.
Nice. Need to have that for sure. Complimentary rubber ducky. You didn't you get? Where did we get that? The other end.
Yeah, the bathhouse in.
Yep. That's gonna give you inspiration. DM inspiration came through for the rubber ducky.
Hey, so. You know what? It's good memories. Good memories.
As long as you have the rubber ducky and you take a bath, I'll give inspiration out. I think that's fair. All right, so you guys get all cleaned, and you guys gonna. What's the next step there? Are you guys gonna meet up? You're gonna rest for the night since you've been on the road for 4 or 5 days. You're going to, eat, drink, be merry, go search the town out. I know you're looking for Sylvia because she's MIA with what's his name's daughter.
Rico.
I need to
Rico's
go
daughter.
to a temple and get my gut looked at.
Okay. I like that. That's true. I mean, you do have a bulge. Like, you're basically pregnant all the time.
And a normal healer, I'm pretty sure, won't work in this situation. So, temple it is.
See if they can help. All right, let's go ahead and do a round of history checks if you have history as a class skill that you could use. So like,
if we're proficient in it?
Yeah. So bitch slap doesn't.
No.
Everybody else could.
Yeah.
I don't think I do either.
Okay. Love it. So nobody has.
Here.
Nobody has history. I love that.
Nope.
Okay. Never mind.
Insight, but I mean,
can we try to roll it anyway?
At disadvantage, I'll allow it. You might have heard something in the pipeline.
Cool. I'll go for it.
Tens. Lots of tens.
Not horrible.
I mean, a 16 for ARAM. All tens for everybody else. The bitch slap, that makes a lot of sense. You didn't know a city was this big. So Summerside is sprawled out and wide, and it's known for being like a hub of learning and knowledge. There's and its pastries are by far have already started off on the right foot. Definitely in the future, the pastries are killer. But Jubilee is not a wizard type city. There's not a large learning base. It's much more of a almost like an oligarchy where the main merchants run the city. And the class separation between the upper class and the bottom class, even in this era, 800 years prior to the Streamlined game, it's still a pretty large disparity between. But that being said, with I'll give the ARM the 16, the knowledge. You got a little sorcery going on in your life. You would realize that the Nomenclature Institute is the hub of wizarding knowledge in Grenweld. And that Jubilee is much more religious and also much more based around possessions, money, and just title. Okay. So just something to think of and to know, just based on to know where you are and what the feel of the city.
So whereas we walk into Grenweld and we're
this
seeing,
is Grenweld still.
Excuse me,
Summerside.
Summerside. So we walk into Summerside and we see Mage Towers and we see just general layout. We walk into Jubilee, we're seeing banners, we're seeing flags,
banners, flags, lots of callers as you walk through the city asking you to buy things. Oh, you traveler, buy these rugs, buy this fur, buy these jewels. I've got weapons, and they're calling out as you travel through. Whereas in Summerside, there's more food. It's a little cleaner. It's on the sea, so fish is the main export off the harbor itself. But the main city itself, there is the first library of Grenweld, which is in the Nomenclature Institute.
Right.
And it's also like a wizarding school in development there. It's not fully developed this year as of now, but in the future it will be. So there's like a wizarding school there. The people in Grenweld are used to more diverse races because they're on the sea and they're a port city, whereas this is a landlocked capital city that was started by humans. And half-elves and elves maybe occasionally pop through here because it's on the way. But then dwarves are much more rare here in Jubilee, even though Mallet Forge is close. That's one of the dwarven hubs in Grenweld.
Okay. Well,
did you guys see the killer key on the bottom right side of the map?
Yeah, but we don't know all that stuff yet. I've already made that call out earlier, and Dane was like, "Yeah." Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is after I get done bathing, and enjoying my bath and just relaxing for a little bit. I'm gonna go find the innkeeper.
Okay.
And I'm clean, but my armor and clothing look like shit, so I need to have this cleaned up and mended.
Okay. So you're gonna take it to ask her if she knows a place where you can get it mended?
You got it.
Okay, yeah, and this is right after the bath. So you're gonna come down and are you?
Yeah.
What do you have on? Do you have other clothes you put on? Or you're unashamedly bringing out the elven thunder down below. Night Greenie, thanks for coming by. Oh no, that's a chicken. It's a bathtub. I thought that was a Z, like something with Z's above it, but it's tiny. It's just a bathtub. Soaps and suds.
Yep. Looking over my inventory, it looks like all I really have is my traveler's clothes.
Yeah, the ones that are soiled from fighting off the undead and everything.
Yeah, so at this point, just my pants.
Okay.
My boot.
You'll go down there and you walk up to her and she's still busy running around and as you walk up to her, what do you say?
Hey, I know you're busy. Can you point me in the direction of somebody who can mend and clean my clothes?
That's a great question. I will tell you, your clothes, I know you might be attached to them, or maybe you were. They seem to be quite stuck to you when you came in, and you do look a lot cleaner now, but perhaps, fine elf, it's time to perhaps buy a new set. As those were quite soiled, and I'm not sure the cost of washing them and mending them would be worth just maybe starting fresh.
Yeah, maybe a new set would be fine, but I don't really want to walk around in town with all this. Hence the reason why I'm not wearing everything right now.
I see. And I was always surprised with exactly how slender your folks are. The elves. You're quite a bit smaller than my late husband, but you're welcome to one of his coats while you figure it out. So she pulls she kind of goes back around the bar and pulls out what appears to be like a
tell me it's a trench coat.
It's like a kind of a larger wool hoodie.
Oh damn, okay.
So it's probably 2 sizes too large for you, but it would cover your like chest and stuff up while you went and figured out the rest.
My chest and at least my midsection, so nobody can see my little elf.
No. I mean it is big on you. I mean it'd be like a dress, but like a very short dress. If you bend over, they're gonna get full view of the elven derriere.
Okay, perfect. That'll work as long as it covers it while I'm standing.
To truly answer your question, will you roll an 8-sided dice for me?
Who?
Huh?
To truly answer your question, will you roll an 8-sided dice for me?
Oh no.
Whose question?
Your question. Does it cover your elf
derriere, your bootay.
Elf below.
Oh.
Your little elf. Your smurf.
A 7.
It covers most of it.
Okay. Yeah. Any more any lower. And the rest of you guys have changes of clothes you're gonna switch into, or are you just gonna? Are you even taking a bath, bitch slap, or is she fine just being nasty?
I'm taking a bath. I'm
okay.
Cleaning my clothes in my tub.
In the tub with you?
Oh yeah.
All right, and you're like nice braided hair and like damaged feather because you've hit the ground so many times. Like it's like all that work that got put in at the bathhouse back in Blackthumb Keep has just gone to shit. It's gone.
After I'm done with my bath, I'm knocking on Zenevieve's door, see if she'll help me.
And while I got her attention, where can I get clothes from?
I mean, there's a lot of places that you can get clothes in the city. Feel free. Honestly, if you step out, and I would say head towards the capital city on the other side of the Capitol building, there's a market not far from there. It is kind of treacherous to navigate. If you go, let's see, it would be southeast of here, but first go east and then south after the capital city. You'll go south, and then there's a market there. They sell all over the lands.
All right, sounds good.
Now, being that you're new to the city, as it seems, it might be wise to hire a palanquin to carry you and your lot around, as the streets can be rife with thievery, but also, you don't want to be wandering around and getting lost in a town like ours.
How about a map?
Yes and no. You see, the biggest curse and the largest blessing of the city is its size. And it's not actually truly fully been mapped, as people's buildings and homes move and are taken down and roads are ran through and then we expand. And it's just an ever constantly changing mess. In fact, entire sections of the city are mobile, such as the open air market. The streets themselves change day to day depending on where people park.
Oh, okay. Well, where can I find one of these? What'd you say, Harlequins?
Yes, a harlequin. I think it's palanquin is the word.
I'll take a Harlequin. I mean a Palanquin. Yeah, whatever.
Isn't it palanquin? Isn't that? Am I saying it right?
I don't know.
Palanquin in Indonesia and the East, a covered litter for one passenger consisting of a large box carried on 2 horizontal poles by 4 or 6 bearers. Palanquin. Cool.
Okay. Well, where do I find one?
Yeah, you can hit one.
Way.
We can have one held. Jacob, Michael, this elf gentleman here would like a palanquin. Please, flag someone down for him. Yes, Mom. Says both the boys simultaneously, and they go lungering, or they go lopping outside to get the one for you. Genevieve, bitch slap shows up at your door, a hot mess. Oh yeah, you knock knock knock. You open the door. She's there. Her braids are half undone on one side and kind of in another knot on the other side. There's sticks and stuff still in her hair. She's completely soaked from head to toe with her clothes and everything. What clothes she basically wears as a half-orc barbarian, but she looks a kind of hot mess. She's got a towel around her shoulders, and she's like, I took a bath, or I don't know what she says, but she doesn't look like she's dirty as she was, but she's definitely kind of a hot mess in her. She's not put together by any standard of lady stuff.
Do you want to come in?
Yes. Can you help?
Yeah. I bring her in, I set her on a chair, and I start fixing her braids. Or at least trying to.
Fair. Okay, so that works. Let's do sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand?
Yeah, you're untangling it, so.
Yeah, you know what? I'm good at that. I'm so sorry.
You want to use luck?
Do I?
I mean, it's your best friend's hair. Are you really going to mess it up?
It is my best friend's hair, but the fact that you've offered that now makes me feel like you're plotting something.
I'm always plotting something. You have 3 luck points.
I know, I just don't trust you.
Well, after that hair job, she's not going to trust you either.
I can go find a beautician.
That's better.
Yes, 24 is much better. She does it once and realizes it's lopsided and it's not really perfect. And she does it again, and it is the dopest set of cornrows.
Yes.
You got, and I'm there, not like straight cornrows, like the ziggity zaggity cornrow look. So she braids it different this time, and it's like she's thinking of you being a fighter, not like a princess with piggy tail braids. Now you've got your hair kind of kept out of your way. No flower though.
Oh, go find one.
Yeah, you'll have to find one.
Point.
Awesome, and you feel better after that second round of it, Zenevieve, and I like that you used the luck point to do it. So you didn't actually have to because we're not in combat. You could have taken 10, but I used the luck because I liked it. All right, Jacob. So for Balar in there, when you get out of the tub and you've cleaned yourself, you've been getting the goopy goop out of your belly and everything. Well, when you get out of the tub, you realize that you've been leaking in the tub the whole time. The water itself is dark, murky, almost has a film of bloody goop along the top of it. And you look down and where your wound was, your belly has grown a little bit, and it's leaking profusely, kind of a steady drip.
Lovely.
Labolo, you're in your element. You get clean. You pull out one of your 6 suits that you keep for just such an occasion. You bust out
That's
the
right.
full-on feather cap, the plumed feather cap. You've got the nice fur collar or whatever you want. It pops up and you got your chest hair out. Your hair is perfectly pulled back in a high pony or a low pony underneath the hat. And
High pony.
Yeah, high pony. It comes up out the top of the hat next to the feather. It's all perfectly made for you, specific. And then you shine up your buckles. You've got cool shoes and the tight socks and the tight rolled pants that kind of poof out around the hips or whatever. And your drum, you kind of fix the stitching around the edge of the drum and shine off the doe skin that makes the top of it. And you're getting a hankering / itching to maybe perform now that you're back to your how you're supposed to look. The question is, did you shave your beard?
Hell no.
Okay, so
I brushed it out.
Okay. So, but you of the party, you're the only one that had a adequate, kind of almost semi-royal looking set of clothes to throw on. to change out of. Zenevieve, you're just clean, and you've got another pair of like a black ninja gi or whatever to wear.
Awesome. I love my ninja gear.
Balar, I don't know. You probably have. I assume you have like elk skins and stuff that you probably wear as a druid, or who knows, you know.
Yeah.
Fantastically colored parachute.
Something
pants.
simple.
Exactly. But anyway, so you're all clean. Balar is clean, minus the fact that he now has. It's about half again the size as it was after you got rid of Zarlafinkel the first time. Zarlafinkel kind of flutters over to you and like lands on the edge of the tub, looks in the water, kind of makes a face, and then pokes your like protruding gut.
Hello? Is it you, bear? Fire bear! Fire bear!
I'm dressed at this point.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn to leave the room.
Wait!
And when I get downstairs, I'm gonna make sure I put an extra 2 gold down and be like, I kind of have an infection, so the water's not very clean. That tub's gonna need scrubbed down good. And
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's all right. I'm gonna go get that taken care of right now. Would you? Is there a good temple in the area you'd recommend?
I mean, a good temple in the area. I mean, temples are raised and fall in this city faster than most people can even traverse the entirety of it. But if you go southwest of here,
a healer with intimate arcane knowledge, because I feel like this is more than just a standard physical injury.
I'm not my specialty. If you need a good recipe for fire roasted quail, I can make it happen. But I'm not much of a healer.
I would love that recipe, actually.
I'd be happy to give it to you. Just don't tell anybody. My friends will be pissed. But you seem like a nice enough fellow. I'll tell you though, if you leave here and you end up the southwest corner of the city is what's known as the Temple District. It's where most temples go to live or die, and it really does sort of depend on, what you're looking for. As I don't even know what temples are there. I'm not very religious.
All right, I appreciate it, and thank you.
Of course.
And I'll put 1 more gold and take off.
Okay, you step outside just in time to see. You just step out just in time to see Aram's butt cheeks as he climbs into a palanquin. Like, when he climbed up into it, there's no hiding him. His little stick legs reach all the way up to his stick back. There's literally no butt between legs and back. It's just elf butt. It's basically non-existent. But he's climbing into a palanquin, and they're taking him off to the east. Or the east, yeah.
Looking around quickly, do I see any, like, wild birds or anything?
Roll perception check.
Any specific kind of bird is what I'm...
Yeah, just roll perception check.
20.
There's like 30 pigeons up on a wall within 50 feet of you.
Okay. I don't have a code for it, but I'd like to wild shape into one of those pigeons.
Oh, shit.
And then go fly above the cart that Aram's in and telepathically be like, hey, look up. It's Balar. Aram, look up.
Yeah, I guess I'll take a peek out the...
You see the pigeon? That's me! I can fly!
Oh my god.
And then I'll take off towards where the Temple District is supposed to be.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shake my head and think seriously.
I heard that, Aram. You're lucky I didn't shit on you. And keep flying.
Yeah, as I use my participation just to fondle some fire in my hand. Yeah, okay, shit on me.
Okay. So that you're gonna fly over to the Temple District. Everybody else, Labolo, Bitch Slap, and Zenevieve, what are you guys up to? Both of those guys have missions that are on.
I to go to like the seediest part of wherever of the city, and just kind of like scope around for anything that might interest me.
How are you gonna discover where the seediest part is?
I'm gonna. I don't know. That's a great question.
I mean, she's a rogue who's got underworld connections.
I'm a roguey rogue.
Right,
The roguest.
She should have like intuition that just says, "There's some fuckery going on over there. That's the way I should go."
I agree.
Okay.
Well, in Thieves
makes sense to
Camp,
me.
Druid craft, you would recognize symbols that are around town for like
I
safe houses
would.
and shit.
So yeah, I'll leave and start walking around and look for some Thieves Camp symbols.
You're currently with Bitslap. You just finished dialing her up. So, Bitslap, what are you doing?
What company or not?
Always, if it's you.
All right, let's go do your stuff.
As long as it ain't Aram, right?
He's always getting in the way. What about you, Labolo? You open your door to go and get drummed up or whatever, and you see both of them heading down the stairs.
All right, Labolo feels like we always need work, and asking single people all one by one seems to take a while. So I was going to get the great idea of going to the nearest entertainment spot and then singing about mighty heroes that he knows that are in town. It hopes to bring us jobs that we want instead of us having to look around for them. So.
I like that. Greenie says to turn into a flightless bird. Now that you can finally turn into a bird.
Pigeons aren't flightless, though.
No, I know what. That's not. I don't think that's what they're saying.
Turn into a chicken.
Yeah.
I've got an axe beak on there for later.
Turns into an ostrich.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so Labolo goes to perform. Bitslap and Xenovi go looking for trouble. Balar goes to look for a way to get the giant wound out of his belly, and Aram goes to buy clothes. Let's just knock these out real quick. Aram, you're able to buy clothes. Take off however many sets you want to buy. Just go to the book and do it. Add 10%.
10%.
Balar, you get to the temple district, and there's lean-tos and temples. There's maybe 50 temples to gods you've both heard of and haven't. Just splattered around this giant temple. The giant temple is like a cathedral in the center. It looks like a weird mass on the map, but it's like a cathedral building. It appears to be the Perego, who is the elder god of all the gods. He's known for being Perego, or to the dwarves, and he represents life and light, and he's lawful good. I mean, he's the high god of essentially most of the gods, based on the general mythos of the realm.
That seems like a good enough place. I'll go there.
You'll go in and you'll see there aren't a lot of people here, but the ones that you do see are all heavily armed in armor and shields and maces. They look like they know how to fight. They're more like battle clerics or battlefield medics than anything. When you go into the cathedral, think like a Catholic church almost. There's pews. There's different like mythos signs along the walls as far as like tales of creation and the splitting of the elder god and how things came to be. And if you've read the Discord at all, you would know some of the mythos. If you haven't, it's on there for you to check out.
Is there like an offering box right when you walk in?
Yes, there's one on either side of the entrance. There is, like I said, it's like a pedestal with a slit in the top, and it's made of like wood. It's about 3 foot by 3 foot at the top, and it gets shorter along the bottom, or skinnier.
When I walk in, I'll walk over to that offering box and noticeably put 5 gold into it, and then walk over to one of the armed clerics and humbly request that I need a healer of some sort.
The armed guard appears to be human. From what you can tell, he does have a helmet on. It doesn't cover his face, just like has like the nose guard cross piece, and then the cap with the flaps around the ears and everything. So you can't see his ears, but he's probably human based on his stature and the facial hair. Look, he's seen battle. He's not a young one. He's in his maybe 30s. late 20s, early 30s. And you say, I need a healer. He says, well, what seems to be the problem with you?
Easier if I just show you, and I'll kind of lift my shirt a little bit and be like, I've got some kind of infestation going on here, and I can't seem to take care of it myself.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all. How long has it been dripping for?
Took what, 2 days to get here?
3, but yeah.
3. So I've had it for about 3 days, and I've been trying to take care of it myself and relieving the pressure. That's why it's dripping, because I keep purging it, but
under
it's
pressure.
not going away.
Okay. Well, I've not seen something like this before. Do you know how you got it?
Yeah.
Right. Does it look infected?
Well, we got ambushed by a bunch of undead, and I didn't fare too well in the battle. And my friends were gonna die, and this thing beyond the veil said, bring me back if I brought him with, and I may or may not have agreed, and this is where he came with, and I cut him out and then healed the wound, and now the wound is just pussing uncontrollably.
Interesting. So, are you telling me you made some sort of deal with a evil being beyond the veil and brought it back to the mortal realm, and now you're seeping goop from it?
I think evil might be a bit of an overstep at this point. He hasn't done anything bad yet. Keeping an eye on him.
He's where is he now?
Is he with me?
Roll perception.
Making me roll perception. I've always been able to see him.
Well, yeah, but you still have to look where he is.
25.
He's 100% armpit deep, reaching into the gold box.
Yeah, he's in here.
I don't see him. And I that is probably not your best decision ever. Perhaps you haven't learned of the light of Perego and the way of the healer. Is that the truth? You've not?
Oh, absolutely. That's
well,
the truth. I grew up in the woods. I'm a druid by nature.
Then it makes only sense that you come with me to meet our High Father, so he can tell you all about Perego's blessings and the light of the world. Come with me, and he goes to put his arm around your shoulder in a friendly way. Come with me and let me introduce you to our High Father, so he can make sure to tell you all about Perego, for I fear your soul, being blemished as it is by this traveler you've brought back, may never heal until you've fully accepted Perego into your life as your true God and Savior. Right this way.
I'm going to get recruited and have to triple class cleric, aren't I? Let's get this taken care of.
I mean, they are trying to bolster the ranks, probably, in general. But yeah, so he's going to start heading off towards the back of the full-size part of the cathedral with you if you're going.
Yeah, I'll accompany him.
Bear Labolo goes to find a place to play music, and this city is rife with that. It is actually known as the City of Music. There are multiple places you can perform. There's lots of places you can compete, and there's actually wandering different minstrels and other bards and people who will pick up with you if you start to play on the street somewhere in certain spaces. So it just depends on where you want to, what kind of crowd you're trying to draw and what your goal is as to what you would want to do.
All right, I think I'm headed towards, let's see, the Wayward Wagon. Is that like a bar or tavern or something?
What is it called?
Wayward
Wagon.
Yeah.
Yes, that is an inn.
Okay. I'm actually looking for more of an entertainment place.
The jousting grounds. The jousting grounds have entertainment when the competitions are in place. The arena has an entertainment section. The best performers can get into the Capitol building and perform for the higher ups. They make the most money. And this is the lady who'll tell you all this when you come down and start asking questions.
All right.
The Rowdy Cockatrice on the other side of town is kind of a seedy place, but they've been known to both kill and reward entertainers depending on their performance. So,
do I know this?
She's telling you.
Passed on to me.
She's telling you a little bit about the city as you ask her. She seems to be slightly enamored with you.
All right, I ask, and I let's see, pull out 5 gold, and I let her know I'm looking for work, and I would like to go ahead and move past all the seedy work into more fantastic work, more higher paying work, and go ahead and drop her 5 gold, and I ask her what she recommends. Or wait, I asked her what she recommends.
What she recommends? I like that. I like that. Let me hear it again.
What she recommends.
What would you recommend? She says, "Oh wow," and she takes the gold. She says, "I'll tell you what. We don't have a current entertainer for my establishment. Why don't you play for free tonight and just take whatever tips come your way, and then if it works out, we can talk in the morning about maybe something a little more permanent. How's that sound?"
Well, I don't know about permanent, but I'll definitely work for you tonight. It'll be my pleasure.
I can't really pay you. I mean, this 5 gold was very generous for information. Obviously, you clean up well. I didn't even recognize you when you came down, and I almost called the guard as an intruder, but I realized when I saw your ears that you must have been the gentleman I sent up earlier in the rags and riches.
I comb my hair back a little bit to let my other ear.
She blushes noticeably, and she's like in her 50s. Nice. But she blushes a little bit, and her boys scowl at you.
Right. Well, can I up the deal just a little bit? 2 drinks for me and each of my friends, and we call it perfectly good.
I think I can come off of a couple of house beers if that's acceptable, ale, if you will.
Works for me.
Okay, very good. That sounds like a fair arrangement. You can play the night, and we'll see how it goes. And if you want to pick up more shifts than that, we can renegotiate each time.
Nice.
All right, so you start to fucking jam out on your drum and just like get to tapping and singing and doing your thing and maybe telling your story of heroes.
Right.
I expect
it sounds
the whole.
A whole lot like. It sounds a whole lot like we get knocked down, but we get up again. Oh.
Oh yes, Chumbawamba. All right.
That's right.
I can dig it. Never gonna keep me down. All right, and Katie and Cal, Bitch Slap and Genevieve, you guys go looking for trouble, and all that takes for you guys to do is to leave the building and walk about 30 feet and roll perception checks.
Wonderful. We're very perceptive.
All right, you guys leave. You walk about 30 feet. You pass 2 streets on the right, 3 streets on the left. By the 3rd street on the left, you look down. It's more of an alley than a street. The shadows from the building on the bigger building on the one side kind of cast a dull view over the street. You look down there, and there's 3 guys beating up a single person that looks to be around the size of a kid. You hear the thunk of a hand meet like face. The sound of flesh being beaten with a hard instrument, and the dull thud and the squelching as the blood splatters across the wall behind whoever is being ganged up on by 3 individuals in blue.
I don't like that.
Genevieve doesn't walk down the alley. She just kind of looks at him and goes, "Hey!"
All right.
That's it.
What kind of hey is that? Is that an intimidating hey? A persuasive hey? A hey, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. Hey, guys, is everything okay? Or, like, tell me more about the hey, because you can say hey in so many ways.
I don't know. It's not... What is the kind of hey? I guess intimidation would be, like, the closest to what she's trying to...
Let's roll it.
Okay. That could only have gone slightly better.
Okay, so that's pretty good. You yell, the beating semi-stops. You hear a couple of more dull thuds hit, and then they look back, and like the sun has started to rise like right behind you. So all they see is like a two-headed creature. They see a giant half-orc head, and then they see your head here, just off to the side a bit, and Bitch Slap's probably got her like weapon up or whatever, holding like this, and you like got your finger out. So they see a hand reached out. They see this silhouette of this strange two-headed creature go, "Hey!" and they bolt down the alley, leaving this sack of bloody mess, whatever it is, kind of in the shadows. Kind of hard to see what it is they're beating, but they do take off.
Zenevie's going to walk closer to it to see what they were beating up.
You walk up and instantly recognize what has to be a maybe 30 or 40-year-old, hard to tell, halfling. He looks like he has nice clothes, but his face is one large, big sore at this point. He's got a knife wound in his side. His hands are all bashed up, like his broken fingers, broken hand on the other one, and his shoes are missing. His pants are torn. He doesn't have a belt on. His clothes are mostly on, but they look like he's been jumped and beat the shit out of. And he's laying there, breathing ever so slightly.
You got any Healy stuff?
I might. I think I have a potion of healing.
Are you going to use it on the random NPC that was dying in the alley?
Yeah, why not?
You're the nicest assassin I've ever met.
I'm such a nice assassin.
That's okay. Me too, Jacob. Okay, so you dump that down his throat.
Hey, the more alive he is, the more likely he's going to do something for me.
No, absolutely. So you pour the drink down. He's saying he doesn't want to have to devote himself to another deity to get the meds to work. But anyhow, so yeah, you dump the potion down the halfling's throat. The wound kind of seals itself and scabs over. It doesn't go away. And his breathing gets a little less shallow, but he's definitely unconscious.
Zenevie looks at Bitch Slap. She doesn't necessarily want to just leave the guy to get beat up again. She also does not want to take him.
Yeah. Well, you gonna put him in my room?
Sure.
Nothing's in there.
Yeah, let's put him in your room.
All right.
So 30 feet forward, 30 feet back, upstairs in the room. No one stops you. No one thinks much of you carrying like a little lumpy sack of bloody halfling up to your room. And if they do, they don't say anything because you're 8 foot tall or however. You're pretty tall and intimidating. And Zenevie has a crossbow. But anyway, so you guys take him back up there. We will pick up with his interrogation as well as meeting the High Father and the explanation behind the boil of on Balar's belly, as well as the performance from the bolo, as well as we get to find out exactly what kind of clothes Aram bought. And there will be an interesting rumor that came up from town that happens next week as well that you guys will probably catch wind of at some point or another. So prepare yourselves for that. If you're first time stopping by, make sure you subscribe with Prime. It's free, or subscribe for fun just because. Don't forget, DM DBI317 on TikTok is my TikTok. Yeah, buddy.
Hey, can I squeeze in one more thing to purchase so I can get all my purchasing out of the way?
You've got 6 minutes, so I'll allow it.
Okay, I literally only want to buy two regular health potions and a supreme if I can. Is there a spot in town for that?
Yeah.
Hopefully close by the clothing shop.
The open air market sells all kinds of many things. Roll a sense motive check.
Huh?
Yeah, roll a sense motive check.
I don't have that.
What's it called? Probably thinking of a different game.
Insight?
Insight. Sense motive is Pathfinder. Insight. Perfect.
10?
You buy 3 potions.
The 3 potions I was after?
No,
So I can
but 3 potions nonetheless.
All right.
Cities,
I'll find out what they are next week. And how much did it cost me?
How much is the Supreme Potion in the book?
That's what I was just getting ready to pull up. I wasn't
like
sure if I could
400.
actually purchase it.
Potion of Supreme Healing is between 5,000 and 50,000 gold.
Jesus, I know I don't have that much.
Well, you definitely didn't get that one then.
Yeah.
But the potions of healing, you pay 50 gold for each of those is fine, and you can get superior healing. Superior healing, I can get you one for 600 gold, so you'd be at 700 gold all in.
Okay, just the regular ones then. That's all I can afford.
Okay. If you want a greater, they're 100.
There you go. Throw in a greater.
Okay, you can add those to your actions tab.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you got some potions and some new duds. I'm excited for you to describe this new outfit to us next week, Mike. We'll be here Wednesday at 9 EST until about 11, and then I'll be here Sunday for that. Jacob's game, All Dirty Diver 2021 on Twitch is Fridays 9 to midnight. Definitely check that out. I probably will never play because I'm very busy and I have basically passed out every night by the time I get home. But it seems like it's very fun from what I have seen of it, so definitely enjoy it if you can, and come back for mine on Wednesdays and Sundays. Watch for, make sure your notifications on. Watch for when I go on Fortnite and come give me a hard time when I'm on there, because you can build your Nerd Force up to affect the game. A little sad and disappointed that nobody used Nerd Force tonight that was watching, but I guess I think Greenie's probably got some saved up. Perhaps Greenie can throw some Nerd Force at you guys or Sunday's game next time they're on. But I appreciate you guys playing. Appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you follow and subscribe, and make sure you head over to TikTok and do the same, DMDBI317. Peace, love, unicorns, and I'm going to not do any more game part, but as I've been doing, I'm going to leave it run for the next couple minutes so you guys can talk about anything that you liked or hated, or you can just leave. Whatever you guys want to do.
Sorry, I am there leveling up. Spellcasters can suck sometimes.
Oh, yeah? But you're leveled now? Everybody's leveled?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, I got
I got a question about my. Go ahead, Mike.
I remember the last time I leveled, we were discussing 2 spells, and I took the one and told you I was going to take the other one next time.
Yeah.
I took the other one this time.
Good lord. So that means you have some spells now.
Uh-huh. More specifically, the big one for travel.
Yeah, the teleportation circle.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, does anybody recall if my magical secrets, do they have to be within my level, or can I cast higher level ones as my magical secret?
You have to pick a spell that you have a spell slot for.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So last time I looked at your character sheet last week, you had at least one 5th level slot. So, and you didn't have any 5th level.
No, we just lost him.
He fell off. He'll be back in a second.
Right. So I can roll a 5th level spell.
Yeah.
He's back. All right. Wait.
Get excited.
Yeah.
But good job, guys. I know it was we got done with combat. We had a lot of talk, and I actually like the talky talk. I like to interact and do the talky talk. Combat's fun too, but the talky talk is one of my favorites.
Aram's just happy to be back into a bed in town,
Right?
away from the crazy wilderness, because he's a high elf. Like, come on, man.
This is the biggest city you guys have been in. It's bigger in height than Summerside. Summerside's sprawled out. Summerside's like Indianapolis, and then this is more like Chicago.
It's no home, no.
No, there's no home. It's just like there's buildings stacked on top of buildings. It's like nobody has air rights, so instead of since there's nowhere to build out, they'll build up. They'll literally build a building on top of someone else's home.
No, I mean Aram's home. This is
I know.
like
Nowhere's truly like your home.
They're all underwhelming compared to my home. So whatever.
Well, Zarla Finkel has many things to say about whatever.
I bet he does, little bastard.
He's my favorite.
Can't wait to meet him for real.
I thought we were gonna meet him this game. I've been waiting this whole time, Dane. Jeez, that's too funny.
So.
All right, guys. Well,